Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are well. I apologize for the delay. I was been trying to get Dr. Meghan in here since 10 o'clock. Okay, and I didn't want to disappoint. Okay, because I know I have people here waiting. So I'm still trying to get Dr. Meghan here in the meantime. Okay, so Uh, so give me 1 second because the dog is barking. Okay, maybe by then I can get her in here. Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. You know, life has a tendency to get in the way, but as we know, we have to keep it moving. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, go out there with him. Go out there with him. Okay. So this is what I was planning. I wasn't planning on doing this right now, but I'm going to do it since I have you guys here, okay? Um and hopefully we can get Dr. Meghan here in the meantime. I was planning on doing a live anyways to tell you guys about some upcoming changes that I'm planning, okay, for the publication. So, let's talk about that because attracting people really has never been a problem for me. The problem has been is okay, once I get you over there, what you gonna do? Because if you're like me, I bore very easily. Okay. And so if you don't have something for me to do, then I'm going to go where the action is. Okay. So that's where we at today. So I'm like, okay, what can I provide the subscribers? Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to provide you with is a survey. Okay. I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. I've already spent, I don't know, $8,000 to $10,000 building a course, okay, that no one can use. I'm not going down that road again. Okay. I was working for the government. I was working with this girl on Fiverr. Okay. And we were collaborating, okay, building this course for women in government. And then afterward, they said, it's not going to sell. I'm like, well, thank you very much. It won't because I'm not even working for the government anymore, and I don't want anything to do with the government, honestly. Thank you very much. After 39 years, and after I walk out the door, you can't even recognize my existence. No, thank you. Okay. Recently, I got this job offer from the Homeland Security was going to offer me a job to go to Texas. I like, no, no, no. Been there, done that. I'm not going back to Texas. Not to work on, do some inspections on some wall. Okay, no, thank you. I have better things to do with my time. Okay, like trying to figure out what you guys want from me. Okay, that's where I'm at now. The last conversation I had in notes, I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to women. Okay. That is not the case. Okay. I said it's going to turn this into a women only group. That's impossible. Okay. Um, because we have a melting pot over here. We have African Americans, we have people from internationally. Okay, we have men, we have LGBTQ plus community. So how can I just talk to women? I cannot do that. I'm talking to everybody. That's what they tell you not to do. Okay, say you can't talk to everybody because how you going to market your services exactly? And that's where I'm at today. So I'm like, okay, what do we all have in common? Okay, I can tell you. I'm not sure. I feel bad about Dr. Meghan, but it is what it is. We have no control over technology, Life keeps moving and she understands that. Okay. So where we at today is we're talking about the services and everything like that. Everybody knows I'm a certified coach. Okay. I can also coach uh organizations, business to business, being a systemic team coach. I can go in there and talk to the owner of the company. I can work with him, on his vision, his mission, what he wants his team to do, and help him to figure out where the disconnect is. Okay. I can also coach the team. Okay. And I also have these skills with the federal government. Okay. So I'm going to use all the skills that I have brought with me over here. okay, to help you guys to achieve your goals. So how can I do that? Okay, so we can have challenges, okay, whether you do them individually or whether we do them as a team, okay? Uh, so I'm going to put out a survey and ask you guys a list of questions, okay? So we can come to some common ground, okay? And figure out what's the best way I can help you to achieve your goals, whether it's through prompts, whatever that you want, what you want less of as well, because we are here as a community. This is not a publication. This is a community, okay? I write, okay, but not as much. The thing is to lead, okay? And in leading is to help to empower you guys to see what goals you want to achieve individually, and then how can we come together, okay, and to achieve other goals, okay? We are innovative. We are very smart, okay? What can we create together that we can't do separately, okay? This is my thought process, is to always work smarter, not harder. Okay, I have certain gifts and certain skills. Okay, let me do that. And what skills do you bring to the table that you're willing to contribute? Okay? Because when you contribute to the cause, not only are you helping others, you're learning as well. You're like, oh, I forgot that. I learned that 5 years ago. Some of it may be relevant, some of it's not. But for a person that don't know nothing, is down here, it's a lot. It means a whole lot. Okay, so that's what I'm about. How we can work uh smarter individually and collectively. Okay, to achieve our overall goal. Okay, where do we want to go? Okay, we are international. We cannot just limit ourselves to where we are. You know what I'm saying? No, we have to look at the bigger picture. Okay, the bigger picture is the state of the world today. What can I do to make a difference in that process? Okay, that was I was told to leave that job and to come over here and to help you guys to bring the skills to where you want it to be. I don't know everything. That's why I bring in subject matter experts that know things, okay? And we can have a conversation about it, and we can come to meeting of the minds. And every conversation, it comes to something really great. And we take some of those little nuggets, and it helps us to get just that much further along in our lives, okay? And we take what those lessons we learn and we pass them on to our children, to the people we come across in our neighborhood. We are continuing to bless each person that enters our pathway, okay? This is all a part of doing God's work, okay? You might not think you're doing it, but you are, okay? So like I said, how can I help you? Since we are in this situation, I cannot just separate and say, I'm just going to talk to women, I'm just going to talk to men, or because all of you guys are here and you're here for a reason. And I need to know what that reason is. Okay. So I don't have to waste no more of my time in providing products and services that you don't need or want. Okay. And you're going to have to do the same thing for your business as well. Okay? Find out what people want, what makes them tick, what makes them progress along in their lives, in their careers. Okay? Because things are constantly changing, and that's not going to stop. Okay? Not at all. Okay? Shit gonna just keep getting piled on top of top of shit. And then the main thing is that you have the support system that you need. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, as long as I'm giving you all this stuff for free, people are gonna accept it. Okay? But that is not the case. Okay. I'm going to have a paid subscription. And with this paid subscription, you're going to get personalized service. Okay. Now, you guys know me. All right. A lot of people already had free phone calls. Okay. Which I would consider a pro bono. And every time I have a conversation, people go away with some nuggets. Okay. So now the thing is, I have skills. I have the ability to help people, and I've helped people a lot already. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to pay for the paid subscription or not, because the free subscription is going to be limited. Okay. Everything else is going to be coming with the paid subscription. You'll get a for audits. You're gonna have this leadership audit. You're gonna get to the beginning, okay? And we're gonna follow this journey along for the whole year. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk quarterly and see where you are, okay, and where you see the gaps. Okay, we're gonna figure out where those gaps is, and we're gonna figure out how to get you from island A to island B. Okay, I'm already tried and proven. I don't have to prove myself. All right, I've already done that. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to take the next step. Because any coach will tell you, if you keep giving your services away for free, people don't value it and people don't appreciate it until they have to pay. Okay, that's the world we live in. Okay, that's where we live in. I've paid. When I got there, I didn't realize I had so many subscriptions. Okay, I put in what I wanted to get back. It's like a bank account. If you don't put nothing in, you don't put a deposit in. When you go to the teller, he gonna say, "Ma'am, you didn't put no money in here. So how you expect to get anything out?" Same thing. Life is the same thing. People want a free ride. There is no free rides. There is no free lunch. Okay? And people need to wake up and realize that. Because when you talk to me, I don't hear you if you're not talking what I need to hear. Okay? And that's where we at today. Okay? And you guys need to be the same way. So I'm going to provide these additional services that I've already provided a lot of people for free. Okay? Well, that's where we at today. And I'm still going to help you and be there with you. If you have some stumbling blocks along the way, contact me. We'll figure out, okay, where things went wrong, because things can go wrong very quickly. And it went very quickly wrong for me. And then I have to come back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, this didn't work. So go back through the steps, figure out what went wrong. A lot of times it could be me. Okay. Maybe I just went off. Okay. And that will, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Okay. So we always have to look at these lessons and see what part we played. Okay. And what we can do in the future, but don't beat yourself up. So with this paid subscription, okay, like I said, my anniversary is coming up on November. I'll have a year in Substack. Okay. And the thing of it is, I love everyone. I love all the I love all the free, excuse me, all the free subscribers. I love all the paid subscribers. Okay. Those numbers have increased over the month. Okay. And I'm just going to be flat out. I'm just about burnt the hell out. Okay. Okay. I have to spend so much time in notes. I have to spend so much time, doing the things behind the scene and everything. And, so when you give, at the end of the day, like, what do you have left for yourself? Okay. You can only do so much. And the thing is, when you're an entrepreneur, it's not like I can go work 8 to 5 and just cut everything off. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. You always got to be out there looking and paying attention, watch as well as pray. I'm always watching, trust and believe I am, because this is my livelihood. Okay. It's like a garden. Okay. You got to toil. You got to, cultivate, nurture, and you got to pull the weed. You got to do all this stuff. If you want a beautiful garden, okay, you got to do the work. It ain't just going to come to you. It's not going to fall out of the sky. Okay. And me, I've always had to work 10 times harder than anybody else. Okay. I mean, I needn't tell you why. It's obvious. Okay. And so I do what needs to be done. Okay. Because then at the end of the day, I know I've met my goal. These years, I had my LLC since 2017. Okay. And I sat on that. Excuse me. Let me see what the dog is doing. I'll be right back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Thank you so much. You know how you have dogs. So if you don't go see what he's doing, uh, it won't be good if you don't check. Come here. Come on. Okay, go on. So I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, um, I went and got my associate's degree, then I got my bachelor's, and then I got my master's degree. Then became a certified coach. All this costs money and time, and the government didn't pay for none of it. Okay, so come on, come on. So what I'm saying is, you do all the work up front so you can come back in the end to really be able to help people and to elevate yourself and them in the process. Sorry, give me one more second. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here. I don't have time for all that. You want to play? Go ahead and play. Here. 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 Okay, sorry guys. Okay. People say, well, why should I pay? Okay, you don't have to pay, but you don't get services for free. That's the thing. Um, at the time when I came to Substack, I didn't have the money really to pay for all those subscriptions. Okay, I I I sacrificed and did that to build these relationships, to learn these things, so it could give me a leg up. Okay, and now ask me, did it pay off? Yeah, it paid off, but you got to do the work. Nobody going to give you nothing for free. There are no handouts. No, there are no handouts. Okay, there are none. Okay, I got what do you call that? I was getting food stamps and all that for a little while I was getting my associate's degree, and I'm grateful for getting that money and those food stamps and all that. So I didn't have to worry about that stuff while I was going to school. Okay, and fortunate enough to build a relationship with one of my schoolmates who got me the job with the Corps of Engineers. Okay. It's all about who you know, building relationships. Okay. Um, you may not necessarily like the person. What difference does it make? At the end of the day, uh, did the ends justify the means? Okay. Do what you got to do. Okay. We're not, I don't see him or anything like that anymore, but I'm still, I still see him on Facebook, and it was a genuine relationship. Otherwise, why would he go out his way to even give his sister-in-law my resume? Okay. So the thing of it is, today's world is totally, totally different. There's no way. Every time somebody offer me a job, I'm like, no, that's okay. That's okay, because I'm not putting up with nobody BS. Fit for real. Because as soon as they start talking this crap out of their mouth, I'm packing my stuff and walk out the door, because it don't get no better. And I'm not settling no more for crap. Okay? Those days is over. They paid me $130,000. Okay? And that's the most money I have ever made in my entire life. And I can tell you, I'm happier now and even healthier, okay, than I was when I had that job. I was near death when I had that job. I'm serious. So all money ain't good money. So I'm gonna put together this. I think I'm a fair and reasonable person. I worked with the government for 39 years, and I was working in government contracting. Okay, and I was negotiating before I left. I was working on a $400 million project. Okay, a runway project, and sit down and negotiate with the contractors on whether the price was fair and reasonable. Okay, now what's fair and reasonable to some people may be, to others, it might be like, oh, that's not fair at all. Okay, well, based on what? Okay, talk to me about facts. I don't want to hear nothing about no hearsay or he says or whatever. Uh, no emotions. Okay, when we making decisions, we have to talk facts. Talk facts to me. Otherwise, I don't hear you. Okay, so you guys have any questions at all? Um, this is not what was planned, but that's okay. Like I said, we have to improvise. Um, throughout life. Okay. And that's what we have to continue to do. The free subscribers, I love you guys. I love the paid subscribers. Okay. but I still have to pay the bills. We all have to figure out how to pay the bills at the end of the day. And the subscriptions is that money is not going to pay no bills. Okay, maybe hopefully it'll pay one bill, but we have to do a number of things. Okay, so that was what I was going to tell you. So what happened was I had this collaboration with the Moon Sisters. Right? They told me you either write or you either do an audio. I'm like, okay, okay. I don't feel like writing flat out. Okay, that's just taking my energy down. So I was like, okay, I'll do an audio. I never did an audio before. So I started doing the audio. They did the one for them. And then I was like, okay, I came up with the 30-day challenge. Okay, the 30-day clarity challenge. So this is what I did. I said, I'll be the guinea pig. Okay, I did doing this. This is the 13th, day 13. And as I see, it's getting better every day. And today I added the music. And I took that thing, I played it about 20 times. I was over here moving. I've been so pumped up today. I'm like, wow, that is really great. Said, I can really make these for clients. Think about it. If they feeling blue, I can make some for them to make them feel better. Say, for example, they want to do a workout like I did this morning. Uh, I can make one where they can, work out. And yeah, and it changes your mood and everything. And because the other ones, I said, it's kind of boring now. It bored me. So I just added the music afterwards. I'm like, damn. Okay. Then I'm like, okay, I can take it a step further and then I can add some work in there too. Okay. All that can help. It's only like 2 minutes, but still, I was so pumped. I got my heart rate was up. I'm just a bundle of joy today to that. Okay. So I'm like, yeah. So I did that. And then I started thinking, that's preparing me to build my course. I couldn't do it before because I'm like, oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds for one. Okay. And then I didn't want to be on the thing, do the presentation. So I would say I would be about 50% closer to being able to do a workshop or of course, because of this audio thing, doing all these things and getting my confidence built up. So taking these baby steps, okay? That's what we have to do. And I'm feeling really pumped. And so I'm like, what else can I do? What else can I help people with? I said, I can help people with their Substack, but that's really not really what I want to do. Okay, what can I help you with instead? I can help to motivate you. I can help to inspire you. I can I can be a mentor to you. Okay, I am also a certified mentor. Okay, I can mentor people. I can offer some coaching. We can do some group coaching. We can do masterminds. Okay, we can do these challenges. I'm gonna put all this together and lay it out for you because the whole point is, let's keep it real. The funnel starts in the notes. Let's keep it real. That's where you start cultivating and nurturing these relationships and seeing who's who and what's what. Okay, then you're like, oh, okay. I think she cool. I think I'm gonna follow her so I can see what she about or he. Okay, I'm just using that for example. And then after a while, then they say, okay, maybe become a free subscriber. But all these things take time. When I came to Substack, I knew this was organic. Okay, it takes time. If you come here thinking you're gonna come here and get 1,000 subscribers overnight, I don't know what their secret is, but it don't work for me. Okay, people like me. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. Okay, I have a much harder role than a lot of people. Okay, especially if you're talking about politics. Okay, those are ones at the top of the charts and the bestseller. You see ones who at the best talking about the politics. I ain't going there. If you ask me about it, I'm gonna speak my truth, but I'm not gonna just go out and talk about politics. That's not something that I like talking about. Okay, period. So then the next people is going to be at the second part of the list of all the people talking about growth, marketing tools, and all that stuff. They're going to be last. Okay, so Where do I fit in all that? Oh, probably somewhere down, not maybe near the bottom. I don't hope not the bottom. Only ones at the bottom is probably the ones that just started Substack. No offense, okay? Because I used to be new once, but I'm just telling you, it is very, very competitive, okay? And then people are like, why is she going live so much? Why? Because if you don't go live, people are like, who are you? Okay? If I don't go live in a whole week, people be done forgot my name. No, that's not gonna happen. So you got to keep putting yourself out there, okay, and keep seeing your name because, like all the other people have to see your name and stuff from you for at least 7 times before they even decide to take a look, much less subscribe. Okay, so you got to cultivate all of that. Okay, you cultivate those subscribers. Okay, those followers. Okay, let's call them followers. Maybe if they're a follower, you're good if they're a follower. But people can. You know how many subscriptions out there? I'm gonna tell you. Me alone, I have over 1,000 subscriptions that I belong to, and there's a reason for that. Okay, with every follow, I know where they at. Okay, for every um subscription, I have access to all this data. Okay, follow the data. Okay, where these people at? Okay, they're probably they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on Blue Sky. Okay, they're on wherever they're at. I'm gonna connect with them on every place they're at. So if and when I have to leave Substack, I'm taking them with me because my followers will follow me wherever I go. Believe that. Okay. Next, your mailing list. Copy that at least once a week or twice, once every 2 weeks. If anything ever happens, that's your money. Make sure your list is with you updated. Okay? Never put all your eggs in one basket. I worked that job for 39 years. Okay, and then until one day you say, okay, the job is gone. Then what you gonna do? If Substack ever go down, okay, you don't have your stuff in place. That's not good. Okay, that's including all your videos, all of your articles. Okay, you always have a backup to a backup. Okay, couldn't even get on the live today. And the other day, it said that Substack was down. Okay. I'm not worried because I got my stuff with me. I'm mobile. Okay. I've moved 8 times. Okay. And I travel light. And so I suggest never put all your eggs in one basket. And that's including Substack. If it go down today, what the hell are you going to do? Okay, be smart. So they had this system come out. I heard about Hello Audio or something like that. I'm like, cool. That gives you an opportunity actually to start a private podcast. Okay, say I go live 3 days a week. Okay, because my followers on YouTube are expecting every Friday that I'm gonna have a video, and I'm gonna make sure I have a video for them. Okay, Substack, boom. I have to do that as well too, nurturing all these things. And I have over 14,000 people on LinkedIn because, like I said, I worked for this government for 39 years. So that is my main bread and butter as far as I'm concerned. Because, like I said, I can work with organizations. Regardless of what it is. It could be medical, nonprofit, whatever. I work with a team. Okay. You're talking about, say, for example, the team want me to coach them. Okay. And then I have to talk to the leader, might have to talk to the HR department. It might be 5 people or 6 people on that team. That's money. That's $10,000, $15,000 versus think about it, versus coaching an individual and getting $150 an hour. Okay, because that's what I can get. Okay, because of my education, my degrees, and my experience. Or I can probably get higher than that. Like Khadijah was talking about. What are you worth? Okay? If you only think you're worth $10, what can you buy with $10? Come on now. You got all this experience, all this education. And like she said, people coming right off and they start charging a slew of money and they get it. You know why? Because they're confident in themselves and their ability, and the people see that, like, damn, they got some gumption about them. Okay, I'll pay you. You know, if you don't think you're worth nothing, nobody else is either. That's the bottom line. And that was my biggest problem why I didn't get started being a coach, because I didn't feel myself good enough. But I'm here to tell you, I'm more than good enough. Okay. Because if I wasn't, you guys wouldn't be over here, period. You wouldn't be listening to me. You'd be listening to somebody else. And that's the fact. Okay. That's the facts. So you guys got any questions? I feel bad about Dr. Meghan, but I guess everything happened for a reason. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? Uh, yeah, everything happens for a reason. And I will definitely get with um, Dr. Meghan. Okay, she know I'm not like that. I'm not. No, not at all. So what else was I going to talk about? Oh, I was going to talk about the reward system. Okay, the reward system is already in place. I don't put the leaderboard up because that's I think that's private information. These people may not want their name known to everybody else. And that's the reason why I'm going to get this system, this Hello audio, because we have the paid subscribers, and then we have the um pay and free. I want to be able to give the paid subscribers, like I said, personalized service, and they may not want their name or whatever out there. So that means they want to keep their identity anonymous, and they have every right. So I want to be able to provide them that. Okay. So uh, say if they're working on um, say if they're working on confidence, for example, okay, then they decide, okay, I want to work on another goal instead. Okay, I would advise anybody not to work on more than one goal at a time. Okay, because you have more success that way. Okay. Some people might like, no, I could do two or three at one time. Okay, do you? But then you come back and say, oh, I didn't do well with this. Okay. Well, it's just better to work on one goal at a time. So you might decide I want to work on confidence, and then you might want to come back and you might want to work on assertiveness or something else. So we can set up these things personalized in the system. And that's why I want to use it. And it's like a tracking system as well. When you start working on the goal, it'll be able to track your progress. Okay. And then it'll show you, the gaps. Okay. And then that's why I like it. And then, all this stuff is attached to the payments. Everything is just right there. Yeah, it's like I take you through an onboarding process. You talk about your journey and what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. The thing of it is, you're working with a coach. The recommended time frame is a minimum 3-month commitment. Okay. But you do what you want, you know. You can also be able to buy coaching packages, like you want a package of 6 or a package of 12, okay? And so we can sit down and talk about the personalized needs that you need and what your goal is, and we'll figure out how to get you there. But you got to do the work. You can't rely on me. If you don't do the work, you ain't gonna get nothing. And that's the bottom line. Okay? And see, from all of this, using the system, I'll be able to also use my data to figure out, okay, how many demographics, how many men, how many women, what's the age group, okay? All of this. It's going to be a membership, okay? And that's what it's going to be, where you're going to have personalized service. Then you can also community where you can communicate with everyone else. You can figure out, okay, let's do this collaboration. How can we work together? This is like a network thing. I want to make it into maybe eventually a school. Who knows? I always have a lot of ideas, okay? Putting systems together, working with people, working with organizations, okay? Even have a summit, okay? We could even have a resort. opportunities are endless, but I can't do all this crap by myself. Okay. This is a community. That means everybody have to do their part to be a part of the community. And that's what some people don't like. Well, I didn't make the group for myself. I could just be by myself for that. This is a community. Okay. It's give and take. And and that's what we want to have here. That's what we need. Okay. We need these resources available. Okay. Because then we like, okay, well, Sue know how to do this. Okay. Mary know how to do this. Okay. Let's talk to her. Let's figure out how we can come together. Okay. Even like founding members, for example. I would love to have the founding members where we come together and talk about your community project that, or where you want to build this, you know, thing for the school, the kids or something, how can we can give you ideas. Okay. We're writing our legacy every day. Okay. How do you want to be remembered? Okay. That's what, because we don't know what day our number is gonna be called. Okay. So you think you have all this time, but you really don't. Okay. You really don't. We don't know. All we have is today. So, how can we together as a community help you to reach your goal? Okay? That's what I'm about. If it ain't about something positive, I'm not going to be bothered with it. Okay? So, thank you so much. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. And like I said, um, I don't have a family to be with on the holidays. And I forgot who I told that to. Maybe it was Mia. I don't know. But I do plan on having that dinner, okay? I think I said the day before Thanksgiving. So those that are by themselves, they don't have to be alone. And during the holidays, even after the holidays, because I really hate the Christmas music. No offense to anybody, it's because I have to be alone during the holidays, and then Alaska is dark. It's already started snowing here, okay, and it's already started being dark for the whole time. So I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway, between right after Thanksgiving, that's when all the Christmas music is playing, and I am depressed from Thanksgiving until after New Year's. That is sad. That's sad, but it is what it is. And to admit that, okay, so we're gonna have some stuff going on. So if anybody need to come into the chat, they need some support during that time. Okay, nobody gonna have to be alone. Okay, we can sit there and talk to each other and drink uh some apple cider. It's really good during the wintertime. Okay. I don't drink eggnog, but I'll drink some apple cider. Okay. So the whole point of community is knowing that you're not alone, you have a support system. Okay. Because there's gonna be people out there they're alone, they're by themselves, like me, don't have any family that they can rely on during that time. So let's support each other. Okay. You don't have to be alone. Okay. We can be there for each other. There it is. All right. And even on like when I was going to church, I was in the Baptist church, we would have wake service, right before New Year's. We could do something like that. That way we can bring in the New Year's together. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to be alone. It don't have to be nothing religious. Just to hold space for each other during that time. Okay. So knowing that you don't have to be alone, that's just a wonderful feeling. I always wanted to have a close knit family, and I always did. Usually every place I went, I ended up having, you know, family, people that like me, away from home. We were serving overseas, like when we were in Iraq. Even when I was in Israel, all the Americans we would all get together. We would do a potluck. Everybody would bring something. We would whoever had the tree, we would sing carols and everything. It was just so amazing. It was just so I just can't tell you, and it just made everything right. Okay, and yeah. And so those were some of the best times. So now that I'm retired, I am alone. But that's okay. I chose to be alone because I didn't want I didn't want to go through no more crap. Okay. I've been in enough abusive relationships all my life, and I figure I can do bad by myself, and I will be by myself before I let somebody else. take advantage of me again. I'm not going there. Okay. Because there's always people out there scamming people. And so, how do you know? You don't know until it's too late. So, I'm not going to put myself in that situation. So, um, I want to thank you guys for joining. And do you guys have any questions? Oh, Dr. Megan is here. Dr. Megan, you want to join us? I'll try. I'll see if she can join us. Um, I have already kept you guys so long. I'm sorry. Uh,
I am
It's,
so sorry.
it's
I'm
not
so
you.
sorry. Hear my sorry. I had it at noon and I was just in my zone and I am so sorry.
No, no, no. I thought it
Okay.
was me. I'm like, okay, it's not working. I thought it was me.
No, no, I just wasn't on Substack. I was writing. I had a whole fucking download. Anyway, I'm just so sorry. And then I was on Substack and I saw you live and I was like, and I saw my name and I'm like, oh no. And I saw that I got the time wrong. So anyway,
Okay, it is
so
what it is. You here now, so you
I'm
made
here now. I'm here now.
yeah.
And yeah, hi everybody. And you're talking community and you're talking. I was like, I just started tearing up hearing about Iraq. It was just
It
beautiful.
it's the most beautiful time of my career when I was overseas, okay, because we were so close knit with everybody, and people were very respectful and very humble, very nice, okay.
Mm,
Well, considering,
yeah,
so
totally. This is my experience. Like people, in psychology for 30 years and, meeting all kinds of folks and with all kinds of backgrounds. Everybody everybody just wants to feel at home, just wants to be in community. Everybody's good underneath, like even in the middle of a war, but we all just if we allow ourselves, we can just relax and come home, the whole homecoming idea, that's the vibe, that's the feeling. We all just want to feel at home. And this is our home. And we are our home and we get to just claim it and be it and feel it and be together again.
well, how come we don't feel like it's home?
Because we don't think it, because we think it's not. We think that we're separate. We think that there's such a thing as countries that divide us or religion or skin color or all the ways that we've been told, but it's not. There is no separation. There is no division between us. This is our home. Everywhere is our home. Yeah.
One of the things is I'm gonna tell you, some people never leave their hometown, which I think makes them short-sighted. I mean, well, they don't see the big picture. Okay,
Yeah.
when you travel all around the world, you see things from different cultures, different perspectives, and it makes you much more humble, makes you much more tolerant of people of different backgrounds and things like that.
Totally, totally. You see that all the stuff we're pummeled with, all the fear programming isn't true, you know? And everybody feels like, there's no strangers, you know? I was like, there's no such thing as a stranger. It's just all so silly. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's just the program. So
Right now,
as soon as we meet each other and like Substack's so great, right? We can just do these lives. This is the vision I had in my head. You and I've talked about this, right? Where it's like basically just 24 hours streaming where we're like different TV channels. Like it's like the new PBS. And we just see, look, we're all together in this. We all want the same thing, We're all
it's a you're right. It's amazing because I can go from live to live, and it's really beautiful conversations,
yeah.
and it's real, it's raw, and I'm like, whoa, okay,
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
that's the
beautiful.
quality. That's the live thing is so fun. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Totally. So,
So now we were supposed to be talking about common good, okay? Now, uh, what common good is really? Common good isn't just a noble
no.
idea. It's a moral heartbeat of leadership, okay, lived out, and it's the recognition that our success is intertwined. That what lifts one can lift us all. You agree with that?
I agree 100%. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And
It
and there's a specific quote by Martin Luther King. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Okay. Like yesterday, for example, I was having a conversation with Brandon. People like, oh, that just affects the LGBTQ community. No, it affects us all. Okay, because if they
absolutely.
go down, that who you think gonna be next?
Absolutely.
Okay,
100%. We're all 100% connected. Exactly.
exactly.
Yep. Yep.
We have
And
to save them in order to save ourselves. We can't be
yeah,
selfish and turn a blind eye.
nope. No,
What happened?
absolutely not. Those are our
What happened
people.
if
We're all
that's
our
your
people.
child? What happened if
Yeah,
that's your child? What happened if that's your mother or your father? You gonna feel like that too?
exactly. 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 No, it's all one liberation project is all our liberation projects. Like they're all together. And yeah, and I liberate myself. We liberate each other like, and then we just show each other authentic true self, as Netafe says, right? We're just beaming the signal of authenticity, showing our each other that it's safe. It's safe to just be ourselves, you know?
Who else can we be? I don't know nobody else.
I tried. I tried. I tried. I can't seem to do it. Can't keep it going. And everybody's exhausted. Nobody wants to perform anymore. So
People are exhausted. No, I know I am. Okay,
yeah.
I'm exhausted. Okay, I was
Yeah.
telling them earlier. This Substack thing. I'm trying to figure out how to work smarter rather than harder. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Keep it fun, because it's not authentic. It's not true self to like work hard. Like that's carrying over the system's ways, of like I like sacrifice or something that there's any value in that. But that's not you liberated. And I'm talking to myself here, where it's like is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Is it easy? Is it relaxing? Is it like do I feel great afterward? Or is it a drain? If it's a drain, then it's a lie.
I love Substack. If I didn't, I wouldn't be still on here. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the bottom line. But I do get burnt out sometime, and I have to take a break. But then
Yep.
sometimes then I feel guilty. I like let me go check and see what's happening. Because I have to
I
go and respond to every comment because that is what you're supposed to do. I'm
Yeah,
supposed to do. I can't talk about nobody else. Okay, because
yeah.
I hate
So
to
precious.
be ignored. Okay. I was ignored. I was, undervalued and all these things. So I try to treat people the way I want to be treated, and
Mhm,
people can see that. Okay.
mhm,
They
mhm,
can see fakeness. They
mhm.
understand that and they and they repel that. Okay.
Yeah,
And it's the right thing to do.
yeah, yeah, to feel the connection, I'm so honored when somebody leaves a comment. It's a pleasure, to connect. I'm meeting so many amazing people here. And TikTok too. I have my TikTok community is so important. So, because I see it all, it's like it's all wired in. Like instead of these platforms competing for attention, that we just have the commons. We have the common good. We have a free internet. We have a free platforms where we're just sharing. Like the idea of intellectual property is insane. The idea of private property, physical property is insane. It's all our home. It's all one mind. We're finally together and sharing. You know, and yeah, it's so precious when not precious is the wrong word, but like it's so juicy. It's so juicy to connect with each other. To go back but Lamar said, about her like it's
Juicy
orgasmic.
is. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
juicy.
Right.
Yeah, like we're going for orgasmic. Like why would we go for anything less than orgasmic? You know?
Absolutely. Anything else it's not even worth
It's
having.
the what are we doing? What are we not sure what we're doing.
Whatever. Then just go
Yep,
with
yep.
it. Okay.
That's good. Exactly. Exactly.
So common good. Let's talk about
Yeah.
why it matters now. Okay. In
Yeah.
a world that's split, by noise and ego and fear, the call to
Mhm.
serve the common good has never seemed more urgent, than
Yeah.
now. right?
Than
And
them.
it reminds us who we are and who we were meant to become. Okay. And we cannot accomplish that without working with other people.
Yes, yes, the common good, right? The work together. Yeah, I called it that for that very reason. It's anything we're doing, and when it's not to leave ourselves out, right? We have this sort of zero sum game thing, so it's either like I'm self-sacrificial or I'm self-serving. And it's like, no, it's both. And as a female, I've definitely skipped myself more. I've been on the side of self-sacrificial, right? And then anyway, we all fall on either side of the spectrum. We go back and forth instead of fully in service to self, which is what's in service to all, you know? And then it's all every move I make, every orgasmic move I make serves the whole, and it's all for the common good. And when I had the idea, like I've been keeping getting flashes of this, like the common good, that really the internet, like it all becomes the new PBS. It all becomes public service. Right. And it just is this rolling build of the platform. So Substack is the closest right now. And then I would say TikTok is in just a different format, versus like and Instagram a little bit, but it's like the meta platforms and Twitter are pretty hellscapey, But they could they could move into the common good. They could be the algorithm can shift, right? And so then everything is for the common good. So the name of the podcast became Common Good because it was always a commons in my mind. Um, and then I was like, oh, it could be just like basically a decentralized podcast where it's like we're all just this is all our podcast. So every live that is in service to all, which it is if you have the spirit of common good in you, right? You're doing it not to extract from others. You're doing it because it's fun. You're doing it because you have something to share that serves yourself and others. Well, then you're part of the commons. You're part of the common good. There's a value. There's a huge value in what we're contributing. So I was like, what if we so common good became like, well, what if you just everybody could just label their live stream or their podcast part of the common good or the commons, you know? And we all it's one podcast. It's like and then it's just the first or the decentralized podcast, which is really the idea of the internet. It's basically one big decentralized public service commons where everything is shared and all intellectual property is ours, and the algorithms are built to serve, not extract from, right? It's not a company gathering your information to get more attention and money from you, but the common good looking to see, well, what do you need? You're really into, you're in Alaska, like the idea for the homecoming party. I was like, point people so that Margaret's in Alaska, and then if your regional people can find you. And then it's like the herbs where you live, so and so knows that latitude and all the herbs that heal this ailment. Do you know what I mean? And then the algorithm is in service to like your friend has an ailment in Alaska and so immediately gets linked up to give you the cure. You know what I mean? So that everything is wired for the common good and wired for service and support instead of extraction.
It
And we're
sounds
already
good in
doing it, like this is already it, but it's like making it explicit.
it sounds good in theory, but I'm a visual person.
Me too. Me too. Got it. Well, visually, okay, so visually it would be like instead of like your energy getting pulled out, it's like everything is funneled inward. It's like what would be the opposite of extraction? Pouring into,
Oh,
That
okay.
like so when we go into Substack or wherever, we just feel poured into, we feel supported, that everything is in support.
Okay. What about safeguards?
Tell me what you're afraid of.
Without rules, there's going to be chaos. I told you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep. So Well, let's look at it now. Like, do you feel like we need safeguards now?
You always need safeguards, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I worked for
Yeah,
the military 39 years, okay? Without
yeah. I mean,
safeguards,
this is
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, I guess it's like the algorithm gets flipped, right? That now, like I was just talking with a friend who got a community guidelines violation for reposting one of my videos on TikTok, and I didn't get the community violation; she did. So on that video, but anyway, so it's like so the safeguard is now for the state, right? Instead of the safeguard being for the common good. So, it's just that. It's just like if this person's is coming in and being extractive, well then we have a safeguard on them. Just like it's very it would be aligned with our biology. I always say that like humans are the only species where males that harm females and juveniles aren't pushed to the periphery of the society, until they until their behavior changes and then they can come back. And it would be like that. It would be like you do any harm, you do any extraction, you get pushed to put to the periphery and have to earn your way back in. And that's all just a matter of code. You know what I mean? Like we code it the opposite, or the state codes it the opposite. You just flip it.
Is this a grassroots project?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I mean, here we are, grassroots, and I keep having the vision of the defector. The one of the ones that from the top down seeds with money and attention, this grassroots garden that's rising. But it's both. Yeah.
Okay, well, you still always have to worry about dissension because, say, for example, like the Black Panther movement, okay?
Hmm.
J. Edgar Hoover, the reason he stayed in office for 50 years because he had dirt on everybody, okay? So, yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they sent in an infiltrator, okay, to
Mhm.
take them down. And that's
Mhm.
basically what happened, okay?
Yep.
It brings somebody in to take you down.
Yep.
So you
Yep.
always, you know,
It yeah, and that's always been the case, although, when I don't know if you know Ron Armstrong, who oh, there he is. Hi, Ron. Um, Ron's got all these designs for engines that last forever, right? And those guys that have free energy, and these are the guys, however many years ago, a lot of Ron's friends or guys like Ron would have just been disappeared, right? Not anymore, right? There's too many of us. It's too big. We're too massive. Um, they're trying. I mean, I could see, right? It's like they're pulling out every stop that they can. I saw that the ICE website was down the other day, and like the NASA website was down, and all kinds of stuff. But they're just not. It's like the puppets are malfunctioning. Do you know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna tell you why. Because they got rid of people like me with all the expertise, and they think that they know better. Okay, well now the shit is going to shit. Okay,
yeah,
because people like me with experience are not there to do the work the way it's supposed to be done. They don't want it to be done that way because they don't want to pay. Okay,
exactly.
if you gotta pay a penny more, like oh no, okay, so they can hire two people for the amount of money they were paying me. Yeah, but
Yeah,
how much work you gonna quality work you're gonna get done?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But we want your brain power here. In the grassroots, like outside of the system.
Mhm. I told you my bag is packed. The
So
right
is mine.
the
So is
right
mine.
opportunity, I'm out of here because I can't afford to sustain a 5 bedroom house. I never wanted a 5 bedroom house to begin with. It's just me and my dog. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had no choice. Okay, but I want out of here. So,
Okay.
the right situation, I'm got out.
It's coming. It's coming. I was just talking to Oracle this morning about like the many houses we'll have because it's all our house, And I just posted a video. I was last night. I was in LA getting my expedited license because I'm going, or expedited passport because I'm going to Ireland next week. Get a house in Ireland. Um, I have some lineage there, and I think some codes to pick up. Um,
Make sure you hold on to your passport on your body. I put it down here, okay?
That's the
And
safest.
something else so it can't come up. So I'm telling you, you lose your passport. Like, oh, how convenient. You won't be able to like, there's nothing negative. Oh, she's hung up in Ireland. How convenient.
Some kind of cottage in Ireland, and yeah, exactly. Might not be too bad. I mean, this is it. It's like, well, it's all our house. It's all our home. So when I was in LA, I was like redesigning all the houses. Like, we gotta, and so Oracle and I were talking about like how everything would be healing. So every high rise would be like made of crystal and like have like water features that you could bathe in, and like every home is healthy and everything is made to keep us. I mean, we can live forever, as Claudia has pointed out. Like we are immortal beings if we'd like to be, and we're immortal anyway. We don't actually die. It's just the vessel, but the vessel could be a lot healthier. And anyway, we were
So
saying like get the bags packed, meaning like don't be too attached to any home because the whole world is our home, and that
we
we would each
know
have like 10 houses. Yeah.
I try to practice detachment because you get attached to something and you lose it. You messed up. Don't be
Yep.
attached to nothing. Okay?
Exactly.
Nothing.
That's the trick. Yeah.
That's why
Yep.
we suffer because of
Yep.
attachment issues.
Yep.
Okay? Don't be attached to nothing. A
It's
dog, cat.
true.
I'm sorry. It's just,
No,
it
it's
is
so
what it
true.
is.
And I'm somebody who loves her stuff and whatever. I have a tiny little house now. I could let go of a lot of stuff. And I think, I mean, gifts that people gave me are so precious, but it's true. It's like, and I don't know. I don't know if you feel this way, Margaret, but like, or people watching, it feels like I'm a different person every day. It's like the shifts that are going on are so massive, personally and collectively, that it's like, I'm going to hold on to anything, you know? Who knows?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So when you die, you're gonna leave this world with nothing. Okay? You came
Mm-hmm.
here with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
sooner you start getting rid of the crap that you don't need, the better.
Right, and then you limit yourself. It's like, okay, though, this thing is mine and I whatever, but it's like, then, well, what about the whole world? The whole world is yours. This is our home. This is our house. There isn't a line of private property one or the other. It's so if we if we cling to things, it reinforces the idea that this is only mine versus no, this is mine. I am this. I am the earth. I am
Real,
source. I am all of it.
really, honestly, only thing that we own is like the degrees, your education, the things. That's the only thing. Anything else, you don't own nothing. Even
We
that
do either
house,
own nothing or everything.
right? Even that house,
Yep.
if you don't pay the mortgage, they're gonna come and put you out.
Yeah,
That's not your house. That's not your
no,
house.
it's not your house. Exactly. It's like Oracle had a video where she was like, everybody's just renting. It's like, it's all so dumb. It's just there. How could you own or even rent? It's like, I'm renting. I'm made of earth. This is me. I'm home. I am the earth. You're not. I'm gonna be like renting out my left arm, renting out my right arm. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
So
because I have limited money here. So they said, do you because I'm still waiting on my pension, okay? And I'm like, it's a government shutdown. Okay, I got the Social Security. Okay, I got my annuities. I don't know when the hell I'm gonna get my annuities. I mean, yeah, my pension. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Then if they called me like, oh, you want to renew this plan, like if something goes out, then they'll come and fix it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to renew that plan. I shouldn't have never got it anyway because I never used the damn service to begin with. So why keep throwing money down the s- the drain? Then I'm
right.
not using this crap. So then you start to realize the things you really don't need and the things that you was just putting money
Yeah.
out for just the hell of it. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That's madness. Keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. That's
Yep.
insanity. It's
It's
insanity.
insanity. It's insanity. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I saw a video on TikTok where a woman they were talking about the SNAP benefits being cut off, and but she was like, good, good, because we've been caught in a loop, dependent on the government, dependent on the state, thinking they gave us anything ever, and not expanding and growing community and connecting and realizing like we we want so much more than this. And I was like, yes, yes, let it all fall apart.
Basically, what it was, it's like, what do you call it? It's like you're an enabler. You're an enabler,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
And
We're all enabling, yeah, a drug dealer.
Yeah, exactly. And so when they cut it off, then you're like, holy shit, what am I gonna do now? Then you
Mm.
realize, okay,
Mhm.
it is what it is. The government's not responsible for taking care of us.
No, no, the government doesn't even exist. It's literally just a thought in our head that of something that exists, but there's nobody there. It's not a thing.
You're
It's not
right, ain't
actually a thing.
nobody there.
Ain't nobody. Like,
Knock knock,
literally, those are
knock knock,
NPCs.
who's there?
Is anybody home? No, they're all NPCs. They're all NPCs. No, exactly.
Well, yeah, they not there. They not there, okay?
Not
And
there.
then they
There's
said
nobody home.
you can't work from home, so where are they?
Totally, totally, totally.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you done got
Program.
rid of all the experience, expertise,
Like
and stuff.
you, like,
So
yeah.
yeah,
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 they're all
they got
gone.
rid of all of them. They did that
Yeah,
shit on purpose. They did it on
yeah.
purpose. Okay,
But
you,
again, good. It's like then the whole thing, it's
it's
without real
collapsed. It's
people upholding it up.
collapsed.
It's
It's
collapsed. It's
collapsed.
collapsed. It's
Okay,
already collapsed. Yeah,
yeah,
already done.
exactly. So I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you. Whatever. Don't call my name. Don't come over here. Got nothing for you. Okay. Like
Yeah,
my
really
mama
well.
said, you make your bed hard, you gonna roll over. Okay, for real. For
I mean,
real.
it's true. It's really true.
You
Yeah.
created the monster. You created the monster. Okay.
Yep.
So there it
Yep.
is. All right.
Yeah, exactly. And we're uncreating, like we're waking up, like we're not reinforcing the existence of this illusory thing. We're like, wait, like, what is real? And what is real is like our land and our each other. And,
Yeah, but
you
our
know,
benefits, my benefits,
yeah,
it's like, what the hell? What the hell? Okay. Then I hope that I can live long enough to get Medicaid, Medicare. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
They said I'd get that at 65. Okay. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm
yeah,
not dependent on those, what you call them? Those
yeah, yeah.
politicians. Cause I told you, they'll say,
Oh,
oh, no, I'm not going to do that. But then the party will come and say, no, you passed that bill or you repeal that bill. So we can't depend on nobody, only
no, no,
ourselves.
no. And we want way more than Medicare because like the care from the doctors and stuff is limited,
It's
to
not
say the
worth it.
least.
It is.
It's
And
not worth it.
I've got Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I still have to pay, you know, you have to pay these fees because the doctor called me for the radiology appointment. I'm supposed to go back to get another breast, whatever you call it, you know,
Yeah,
a mammogram. Okay.
yeah,
I was like, no, I'm not going.
yeah,
If I don't know if the things is, still dormant or not. I don't have no $500 to pay for that.
yeah.
That's what the
Well,
deductible is. I had to pay $500 to get the mammogram for them to tell me whether or not, you know, it's stopped
yep,
growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yep.
whatever. I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm not paying you. I don't have no $500. If I had to pay $500 to somebody, it'll be to the student loan people.
Well, stop paying those, you
Stop
know,
paying it.
out of this.
They can garnish you your pension, your Social Security too.
I know,
And
I know.
they can put a lien on your house. So if you go to sell your house, then you're like, damn, who got a lien on my house? You can't sell your house if you got a lien on it. They don't tell you until you get ready to try to sell it. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you got this creditor lien. You got a lien on your house. Damn.
I know, but people are like it goes back to the numbers. The amount of people who are not paying their student loans anymore and who are not paying taxes. I learned that this is from a very wealthy woman who was talking about especially wealthy people. They find a way. They like basically it's well over 50%. Like I don't think it reached 60%, but well over 50% of people in the U.S. do not pay taxes, like income taxes. They just don't pay them.
What the fuck? Excuse my French, but you know how much I'm a government employee, okay? So I
Yeah.
have to pay tax. We don't have no choice. If you work for the state, they automatically take that shit out your check. Well, you don't have a
Hmm.
choice.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, that was
whatever.
tells you everything right there, It tells you, yeah. Yeah, I stopped paying taxes a while ago. I don't have a business anymore. I will never register anything with the state again because I don't recognize it as existing.
Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
then I was talking to my neighbor. He got to be about 60, 70. He's told me he don't have any health insurance and he was in the military. Okay. I'm like, damn. And say,
I don't have any
okay,
health insurance. Yeah, no.
it's, I, I have it, but it's just a piece of paper because I don't know what it's worth. I told you, I'll go to the dentist.
Mostly
He's
a
like,
liability.
oh, yeah, I don't have no dental. Okay.
Yeah. I know
So,
exactly. What is it even for? What do you even get out of it? Nothing. It's like
don't know.
pharma is mostly poison. So yeah.
I still didn't get a doctor. They still didn't get behavioral health to contact me back because I told you I was suffering from PTSD. I'd
Yeah.
be dead if I was waiting for them. I'd be dead for real. They never
Oh,
called me back.
that's the
Okay.
world I came from. That's the behavioral health folks need behavioral health.
To me, they asked
Yeah.
me, "Do you have insurance?" I said, "Yeah, Blue Cross." Okay, I still haven't got a call. So if you didn't have
Right.
insurance, you're definitely not gonna get a call back. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I talked to
Yep.
my other somebody else and they said I don't have insurance either. And I went to the doctor and he needed something. And I don't know what they're gonna tell him. If
Mhm.
because the first thing you go to the doctor, they ask you for your insurance card. You go to the hospital, right? So I don't know what they're gonna tell him when they tell them I don't have no insurance, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
And then he said he was in debt too. I like, well, baby, I'm in debt too. So
Well,
when I see the bill collector call, I'm like, I ain't answering that because I don't want to.
don't answer. Don't
Okay,
answer. They're
I
not.
don't
It's
want
not
to.
real. It's not real. But the best thing
Okay,
is go to our. Before it was Common Good podcast, it was the Natural Healing Radio Hour, and Netafe was on, and we had the most amazing healers. So go see Claudia. Go see Doc Smith. Go
Howdy
see
ho.
Miriam. What's that? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
like
missed something.
your caretakers are on Substack, and they're the best healers going. So yeah.
We
Miriam
need that.
Nuria.
We
Yeah.
need that. Yeah, we need a.
Apapatarte, Claudia.
We need this resource. Like, hey, go see this person. Go
Yeah.
see this person for this. Okay,
Yep.
see this person for that.
That's the
That's what we
vision.
have to do.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. So a lot of them were on
exactly.
my podcast. We've got our network. I put the directory together, right? I mean, it's real shoddy. It's just like in the open source world on my page, go to the open source directory, and then there's people in every category. Um, and we're all just networking. We're all just going to give everything. We already are giving away our tools, giving away our designs, our blueprints, our codes, our scrolls, whatever you want to call it. And we all have them. We all have so many gifts to give. And it's not even a barter system. It's just sharing. It's just sharing. And so everybody who was on my podcast gave away really incredible healing tools. So, yeah. And so, whatever your ailment is, cancer, whatever, Claudia has amazing tools to heal cancer. She's does these holographic healing tools storing in crystal. She um stores holographic healing that she got downloaded to heal the spike protein, and
Mm,
you store it in crystals and then put it in your water and drink it. And
mm.
it's like a key in a lock. It's like it takes with the spike protein, it just like unlocks it, and it's sort of like I mean, the word healing it means returning to wholeness. So it's like a block
Oh,
energy system, and it just like unlocks the code, and then it's like a dam, and then the energy flows better. And
oh
then
man.
my healing tools are just take awareness, take what's looking, and feel into your body wherever there's pain, wherever you feel that trauma. And the more you just give it attention, you embody it and inhabit that spot, you start to just open everything up. That's energy healing. That's physical healing. And Doc Smith, who does like a kind of chiropractic with the spine, he he does like alignment. I used to have my rice bag right here. You put basically weightedness on your skull and it aligns your spine. And there's so many of our health problems come from misalignment in the spine. Incredible stuff. And then Miriam had, I mean, everybody, but Miriam has incredible functional nutrition, gave it all away. I have all these PDFs on her recordings. So tons of, we're there, and then Ayana has all these healing herbs, and, everybody's got incredible, incredible offerings. So there's no reason to
Wow.
ever pay for any of it ever again,
It sounds wonderful. How do I sign up?
It's all free. It's all just there. Just go to my page. Just what are you looking for, Yeah, it's all
Wow.
there. And
That's
we're all
amazing.
here, like, here we are, and like Lamar, when, her beautiful sound healing, she's listed on the directory.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah, she
god.
was amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's talking about that orgasm. Oh,
Orgasmic healing? Like, that's it. That's it. That's that energy running through. Yeah, it's good stuff. That's good.
that
It's
was one of
that sacral chakra. It's very important.
yeah, right. That was one of the highest listened videos.
I bet.
Okay.
That's good. He's gonna put orgasm in the title. People come. I'm gonna take that cue.
So you can actually have talking about having a 24-hour, video, audio, whatever. And
Yeah.
and you can also do media, because you
Yeah.
have a lot of very good writers and
Yes.
uh
Yes.
it's a
Well,
lot
this
of
is what I
things can be
want. I want
done.
Substack to make it so that we can have like a 6-person, 10-person, 20-person meeting. Like basically have Zoom embedded in Substack, right? So then we become the hub for everything. Right? We can do, we still have short form with the notes. We have, we can do live streams like this, but we can also have like big meetings that are live. When I had the vision for, and I met a guy on TikTok who had the same vision of the party, the homecoming party on 11/11. And he said he saw it, what I saw, which is like a bunch of screens, like big screens. And by the way, it's 11/11 is just the first one. It's just, we're already in the party mode. We're already homecoming. We're already feeling it. But it's basically like the wise ones, are projected onto big screens. And I was in LA and I was like, oh, those big screens on the skyscrapers that are used for advertising would be used to beam, healing frequency and this kind of talk. And then like, what if it's a panel of herbalists or medicine women who are sharing all of their wisdom on like healing every single ailment, and
Mm.
it's 2 hours of 20 women sharing their wisdom together,
They
like,
don't want that. They don't the pharmaceutical companies
and
and
I
the
say, who cares what they
government and
want? Yeah, but it's too late, like, 'cause here we are. Here we are, right? And it's fine. It's great to do 2 or 3 people at a time, but it's like, come on, Substack, be like, get some balls, be the leader in the sharing economy and in being the commons, being where everybody goes for real information, you know?
it sounds good in theory, but you need to have an alternate plan. Okay, always have an alternate plan or
Yeah, yeah.
two. Okay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, although I'm such an all-in person now. I'm like, I don't know what else we're doing. Like, I don't like, what else would like, I don't really have a backup plan because 'cause I'm like, we're already there. Like, it's already the shift's already here energetically. And, and again, like we were talking about in the beginning, it's all of us or none of us, meaning like it's everybody's liberation that we're going for here. It's a free internet. It's a free world. It's one land, one country, you know? And people are waking up from the delusion of country so quickly. Like, I have so many friends where I'm like, "Oh my god, I never thought that they would stop being, like, pro-America." Friends and family, Not that I talk to them much, but they're like, "Oh, this is all a scam," you know? Like, why are we doing Israel's bidding? And why is, like, and then Hungary just had their protest, and like a protest everywhere. So
People are waking up.
waking up big time, rising and waking up. Yeah,
Absolutely. About time.
it's about time.
And sometimes we need things like this to happen in the world to shake us up.
Yep,
Okay?
yep,
It
yep.
it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's 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 how it was gonna go. I mean, how Candace said, it's like, since empire was built, because it's backward and inverted, it was always falling apart. It wasn't as if it was always built on sand, built on this idea of separation, extraction, division, you know, opposition, man against woman, man against God, black against white. This was always a lie. So it was always
They
falling
want
apart.
that to keep us separated. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, and keep harvesting our energy. But I'm like, like they they don't have any power that we don't give them, and they are also so tired and ready for, I don't know, a world that they actually enjoy. You know, it's hard being the devil. It's
I
hard
wouldn't
being.
know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know. Just tell you the truth because I done forgot. I be done forgot what lie I done told. Okay, there it is. Because you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to cover up the first lie. Okay, that's too
Well,
much
this is
work.
it. This is it. See, you know, it's like it's never ending. This is what they've been doing. They're like juggling. You know what I mean? Like, well, will they believe this? Will they, will they go for this? And it's like we're not going for any of it anymore. We're all just like, yeah, we're over it.
Or that guy Mike Johnson, whatever his name. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, the actors are getting. They're like the D level actors. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you know, it's
Like
real
you can't
bottom of the
be
barrel. I
like
saw
you
like
can't
the
be that
guy.
stupid.
I know. There's like the guy that like the World Economic Forum guy or something. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but I was like, I saw a picture of him and he literally looked like he was made of used parts. I was like, they put this guy together. They went on the shop floor of like white man, puppet, and they put the parts together. And I was like, nobody's like, this guy's not gonna, he's not lasting for long. He's barely functioning. So
Okay.
anyway. We're at
Yeah.
the very end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
Well,
why we're having a party because the vibe is no more fear, no more fight, no more even protests. It's like party. It's like have the party, homecoming. We're home. This is our house. This is our house.
how many people you expecting?
I have no idea. I'm not even going to predict because I just have no idea. I keep seeing that there's like a viral moment where it goes bigger than I imagined, but I don't know. And I do know that it's just the first one. I don't know. I don't want to put a cap on it and I don't want to overhype it either. I don't know. But I do know that every single day, like, I don't know, doesn't it feel like there's major shifts every day?
Yeah.
So so it's like, it just could just catch fire like that. So right now I've got, um, I don't know, 20 people signed up as point people around the world.
Okay.
Maybe more. I've got some in the hopper that I haven't added yet. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I'll be here in spirit. I'll be there in
Yes,
spirit.
you'll be there. And
Okay.
I mean, exactly. You're there in Alaska. People can come to your house.
No,
Here's
no, 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 no,
never
no.
mind. Take that back.
I'm really an introvert. Okay.
Never mind. Exactly. You'll be there in spirit. You'll be there online. Beautiful. Great. I mean, I think that's a lot of it. I think a lot of people are just gonna be live streaming from home, and I put that on the website. But homecoming.live is the website. But because that's really it, right? It's like it's just we're all live streaming, we're all like sharing, we're all remembering together. Oh, we're home, we're here, we're together. This is family, nobody's in opposition, nobody's against me, nobody, and then it's gonna be too great of a party for the the billionaire defector to not and it doesn't even have to be a billionaire, but it's like I just see like there's just it's almost like I see the hoarded wealth as like this water balloon like hovering above us kind of. I've seen it like this and it's like this
Okay.
pressurized because it's so much pressure like you said of like lying all the time and hoarding and extract and they're like hoarding their wealth. And it's like, where are you going to put your wealth anymore? Like everything's collapsing. So I'm like,
Mm.
but anyway, it's like one pinprick and then a water balloon or like one leak in a dam. And then it's like, so it just takes one, you know? Anyway, we're going to have so much of a party. We are so much fun. We're so much more fun to hang out with. Like billionaires, who wants to fucking hang out with them? They're the worst, So our party's going to be so fun that who's not going to want to come? And we're just going to keep it a rolling party starting at
Okay.
11. But
I
it's happening now. This is the party. Here we are. We're already homecoming. That's just one date.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We support you
Thank you.
100%. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. and I support you. And we're all here. We're all home. I'm just gonna like. I've seen a lot of comments. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, we have 48 people.
Yay! I love it.
They're here for
Hi,
you.
everybody. Happy
All
Sunday.
right.
Here we are. Here we are having the party. Here we're already here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to keep you guys for so long. I'm sorry about that,
No,
but it's
there's no. Everybody's hanging out. You know when I did that the at the Madonna Inn where I did my diorama, and I was like building my thing, and I had like 80 some people on, and
okay.
and then I I kept like I was having so much fun, and I was building my thing, and we're chatting, and I kept bringing other people on, and I was like in my mind I was like, plug your phone in, plug your phone in, plug your phone in, and I didn't do it, and then I fritzed out, but it kept going, which I didn't even know that I thought. And Ginny said, and Claudia too, that all 80, I think it was 88 people or something, stayed on for a long time afterward. I had to like plug my phone in and start a new live stream. I couldn't join the old live stream, but they all stayed because we want to hang out. We all just want to hang out,
That's cool.
That's cool. So don't
My time.
apologize for keeping us,
Okay.
Yeah,
Because my
that's
time
my point.
on my the longest time that I have had to people watch my videos is like 34 minutes, and I usually go an hour. I'm like, whatever. They
Oh,
can come back and watch the second half.
yeah, come back. Yeah, exactly. Exact come in and out. Well, this is like that's like a party, right? It's like we come in and
Yeah.
out, we hang out for a little bit, go do your thing, come back.
Yeah.
I did the kindreds, like I don't know if I told you that I have this this taxonomy downloaded to me years ago of that we're all like hybrids of fairies, elves, hobbits, gnomes, dwarves, and humans.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm a hobbit, which is very obvious actually. But anyway, I think you might be a gnome, might be a hobbit too.
I'll take it.
Anyway, it's fun. It's sort of like astrology or something like that. I talked for over 4 hours, and
Wow.
the numbers only went up.
Wow.
It was wild.
Okay.
So that changed my whole thing because I was like, oh, we really, we just want to hang out. We just want to hang out. So then imagine that we have like all kinds of live streams going on all the time, and big groups and small groups, and just like cool TV. This is like really good TV.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
So,
good.
yeah. Anyway.
So leading for the common good. You have to
Yeah.
have leaders in place for that.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
Okay. I mean specifics. Because you see, when you're running a business, you have a
Yeah.
president, you have a vice president, you have a treasurer,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So
Yeah. I mean, I totally. And I think, I think was what I literally mean it. I mean, it's like we just are naturally rising up as leaders, which is really just first. I just because it's like first in the land. You know what I mean? First to arrive. It's like, oh, and we're here and we've freed ourselves and we're living authentically and just vibing in the new earth vibe. And then that frequency attracts the next wave and the next wave and the next wave. Um, and then, but the vision is it's really decentralized. It's which is not to say there's not hubs there because we're each a node. We're each leaders of our own lives. We're each central to our own life, and we're each a node. So, and then my authentic node, which Oracle keeps telling me, like, I am the homecoming node. And that's true. I love home. I love like everything home. I love to build homes. And I like, made 6 homes beautiful in 3 years. And it's just like before I like moved in and I like was immediately putting up art and stuff. And I've literally built yurts and put up shelves and made compost toilets and like um which I'll do less building, and it'll be more like go do this is what I want and then somebody else will build it. But
there you
I
go.
basically we just
Delegate.
what's it?
Delegate.
Delegate, exactly. Delegate the brawn stuff. But I love create. We all just want to create, and lead in that. And
Yes.
so I just see it as like a circuit board where like we're all lit up and we're all lighting each other up. And I like had the idea for the party, let's say, but by the time this party is rolling and it's like nobody would even know who started the party because it's too
Does it
fun and we're
matter?
having and
Does it matter?
everybody's got their own part of the party. What'd you say?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This is it. Exactly. And, I'm like, exactly. It's like people might keep coming around to my node because I'm like got this vibe, but I would come to your node. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got your own vibe and your own offering. And so it's almost like it's like a leadership for a little while and then we get rolling and then it's really just this incredibly vibrant um I don't know, network, mycelial network, multidimensional network, that web, you know. I'm
It
trying to use the
sounds
word web
amazing.
more than network because I don't like the word work in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's a web.
I hear you. It's fun.
Yeah,
The
it's fun.
stuff we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. No more work, just fun. And then ironically, of course, we're way more productive and creative. Yeah,
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
yeah.
So what else what do you see as barriers to this common good?
Um, only any leftover beliefs and limitation, beliefs and fear, and because fear isn't real, So I did a video the other day where I was like, the only thing upholding the system is our belief that it exists, and we just keep hallucinating this thing. And instead of what do we want? What does our being want? Like, imagine that, because we're the creators, and this is all just our creation. And so we've been recreating this limited story instead of the true story of our being, of what we all want in our bones, which is a
Mm.
free, open home where everyone is fulfilled and free. And that's absolutely natural. That's base level natural. That's what every other creature moves toward. It's like no, there's no other self-sabotaging, hardworking, sacrificial being. So
Sounds
we're just
sounds good.
yeah. But it's true. It's like when it's if we, I did I did like basically the tools I used, which is really just our inbuilt knowing, whereas inquiry, where you take like a fear and see through it, see that it's not true, use awareness, just use consciousness to see through it. And then embodiment, which is to feel through it, right? So it's like, I'm afraid that, like, I remember when I first started teaching meditation in public, I had it was almost like a past life flash where I was like terrified that I was going to get executed in public. It was like, it's so very dramatic. It's not, but and our usual fears are much subtler than that. Like, I don't belong, or I'm separate, or I'm not good enough, or I'll be abandoned, or I'm going to die, or whatever. And it's just a fear. It's not real. Um, but anyway, so I had to so I looked through the fear of like, I'm going to get killed in public. And then it was like this deep pit in my stomach that I went and felt through, right? Like a knot in my stomach. So I feel through that and see through the thought, and then my channel is back open. And then what I wanted to do, my body and my being wanted to do, was teach meditation in public. I don't even call it meditation, it's literally just being. And it's not even teaching, it's literally just me being and then saying it out loud. So you see through it, feel through it, and then keep opening awareness through the body into oneness. I saw Netta Faye was talking about we are oneness, like we're one. And when you feel that, when you sense that, it's a remembrance and a knowing with a G, like gnosis, then the fear can't take hold. It's just like a little twist, and it's a little cloud. But it's like, who can harm me? I am the earth. I am the earth. I am source. I am everything. And that is just true. And that's verifiable in my own body, in my own being. And so 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 that's all. That's the only block, is our own carrying forward of these limiting stories, which were never true. We were never limited. We were never owned. We were never separate. We were never abandoned. We never didn't belong. We were never alone. And we don't die. And that can all be seen and felt so that none of those things can take hold. And and then there's different versions of those stories of separation, like countries, like race, and then once we just see through these and feel through it in the body, we see what's true, which is like, oh, family. Oh, that's my, like when I was in LA, I was like, that's my house. Like I was driving through Beverly Hills and I was like, these are all my houses. And they're all everybody else's. They're all the people who lives in them's houses too, and they're your houses. But I was like, we need a lot of redesign. I was just redesigning my houses. 'Cause that's what I do. That's what I love to do. Like, I can't wait to build and rebuild homes and houses. And that's just natural. That's just like what this body, like, this is just what she's up to. This hobbit loves to make cozy homes. So, anyway, yeah. So that's all. That's literally it. And it's like, it was never real. It was never true. Those little stories. And we just played a game of hide and seek. We played a game of pretending we're separate. Let's pretend. Let's pretend that it's not all one. Let's pretend it's not all ours, that we're not the earth itself, that we're not source herself. But we are.
So talk to me about building a culture of common good. What do you see? What you envision?
Well, this feels like it. you know? It's literally the culture. It's the culture of literally of feeling like home, feeling like everybody wishes me well. Like you're not trying to get something from me. I'm not trying to get from you. We're not playing the game. We are here for ourselves and for each other. We are here for the common good. And it's a feeling. It's a
Mm.
feeling of home. It's a feeling of commonality. It's a feeling of safety, of like, I can just be me here. I can just be. I can be authentic. I can be my true self, you know? And every time we go live, every time any of us go live and we just are it. We're beaming that signal. It feels more like common good. It feels more like home.
Absolutely. It does feel like home.
Yeah.
And Substack is a family, my family.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because they're always there for me,
Yes.
and and that's priceless, you
It's
know.
priceless. It's
It
priceless, exactly.
is.
It's
It is.
the value, it's all the value. Yeah. Yeah, I've been
But
seeing that, like, once, the wealth transfer happens and everybody's rich, basically, it's like, we won't need money, we're just gonna have each other, there's no it's like, there's no not even trade or barter because it's all our home, you
I,
know?
I'm I'm gonna tell you, I feel that I am rich even without
Yeah,
money because money is a
100%.
problem. Money is a problem. It is.
It's just a middleman, it's an unnecessary middleman. Yeah.
Absolutely. So when you talk about the common good, it's common good in everyday life, and we don't actually realize that the people that we come in contact with, you know, the things that the good things that happen in our lives, just little small things we just never pay attention to. Okay, and we take for granted. Okay,
Mhm.
until those things are no longer there, then you're like, oh wow. I didn't realize how good I had it, until that person or the situation is gone. Okay? So we need to be grateful for what we have. Okay?
Absolutely. 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 Everything is common good. Everything, it's like, and everything serves. Even the challenges of our life, the immense challenges, like, they served. They got us, they corrected our path. They got us into more alignment. And so, yeah,
Yeah, and you talk about the
gratitude for it all.
common good. Yeah, you talk about the common good. I think about my neighborhood here. I can go across the street like, "Hey, you got a, screwdriver or something?" People are very nice. Okay, and because they see that you are willing to also help and give. People are much more uh,
Yes.
willing to do the same. Okay,
Yes.
so we
Yes.
we need to pay these things in consideration that no man is an island. Okay,
No.
so
Totally. I love to remember that that's our base, that's our basis. Like, our base level is common good, is sharing, is loving our neighbor, you know? Um, I always give the example of, like, little kids. You take kids before they're socialized and, like, this idea of me and mine and I have to share or I should share or anything. They just naturally do. So, like, a kid will eat his ice cream cone to the point where he's satisfied, but he's around other kids, and if, like, they have a different flavor or they don't have ice cream, he shares it as soon as he's satisfied, and there's way more ice cream than anybody could ever want, you know? Um, that's just natural, it's, like, built in, and we think we've been told it's survival of the fittest and, like, the zero-sum game thing. It's not true. It's not true about men, it's just not true. There's a natural offering and a giving and like you said, your neighbor's here. It's like, "Here, take my hammer, he take my whatever," you know? And then it goes really deep and it would keep expanding what we would give to each other. Endless expansion, endless abundance, um, once we let ourselves, because that's our nature.
that's one of the reasons why I worked for the government so long. Altruism at its finest, okay? Giving to others and seeing the work that we were doing, building the infrastructure for people to be able uh, to improve the quality of people's life. That
Yeah.
in itself was just I can't explain to you how that felt.
There's
Okay?
nothing better. I totally get it. I
Right.
worked in community mental health, with
Exactly.
nothing better. Yep, yep,
Exactly.
yep. And, I have this question for you. It's like, to me, all, like, government, structures and corporate structures can be converted to an open source economy or open source ecology. Like, think of all, because it's really just the people that you worked with. They're amazing, right? And
Yes.
they had so many tools and capabilities and talents and codes, And it's like, just give them the freedom, or they give themselves the freedom to just do whatever they would wanna do, but without it having to do it for money, without it having to do in a structure that hinders it, right? That contains it, and you're not free to, like, give as much as you would want to, you know? We're endlessly giving, not out of sacrifice, but out of the fun of sharing, the fun of creating together, the fun of building together, you know?
Absolutely. That's the reason why I stayed with the government instead of going to the private industry because of the work
Yeah,
that I was doing. It was just so gratifying. You
totally
know,
get it.
I could go back to Israel today and I could see all these buildings we constructed, to
Yeah.
help the soldiers, for the mess halls so they can eat, so they can have a place to sleep, so they can have a place to use the internet. So yeah, it just make a difference to bringing up the quality of life for people. That is priceless. That's the
That's all
reason I
anybody
stayed
wants
so
to do,
long.
is bring up
Yeah,
our quality of life. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So yeah,
Exactly.
my
It just doesn't
life.
have to be that somebody's at somebody else's cost, right? It doesn't have to be at the cost of Palestinian lives. It doesn't have to be at the cost of anybody. That's the difference. Yeah.
Well, I can't go there. So
Well, we won't go there, but I
it
mean, it's just true. It's just a natural. It's just true. We don't. It doesn't have to be a. There isn't a zero sum, right? Like I don't. If I eat a tomato, there's 20 tomato seeds. There's endless amount of tomatoes inside of one tomato, right? I don't have to. When I eat that tomato, tomatoes don't disappear. Right? And I don't, and my neighbor doesn't have to not have tomatoes because I have one. In fact, I can give my neighbor the tomato seeds and they can have tomatoes for the rest of their lives. So it's an
right?
artificial scarcity, an artificial, zero sum thing. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So so anything else comes to mind when you think about common good?
No, no, I'll just promote the party again. Go to homecoming.live or 11:11 at 11 a.m. We're meeting at your local government building or state building, or billionaire's house, because same. And we're just having a party. We're just getting together and we're sharing our visions for the new Earth. and live streaming and chilling out and eating good food together and remembering together. And it's all on homecoming.live, and you can sign up to be a point person, which just means somebody people can connect with to meet up. And you can fill out the contact form there to tell me if you want to be a point person, and you can get more details. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fun, and we're just gonna keep the party rolling. So this is just party.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. 'Cause
So,
for years, for people who don't know, I've had this vision of a party, and then I met all these folks who had the same vision, and then I couldn't find the name for it, and I kept like sort of brainstorming it, and it kept shifting, and then finally my friend Chaos, who I've had on the pod, she was like, "Homecoming." I was like, "Yes, homecoming. Homecoming is the word." And so then once that landed, I was like, "Okay, now I can build a website and all that stuff." I was also sort of like waiting on like somebody else to do stuff for it. And it's like, "No, you do it. You can build your own website. Just do it." you know. I was selling myself as we've all sold ourselves short so much in my life. So,
absolutely. I know I have.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds good. Homecoming sounds really good. You have no
It's
idea.
right? This is it. That's the code everybody wants. We wanna just come home already and stop, fighting and working and the whole enslavement thing. So it's the right, energy. Yeah. And
Well,
I'm,
if you're there, it is.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay, so I'm not sure. So I've been like, I've seen The Defector, and my pick is me and the bishop. There's a bishop who thinks it's him too. Is Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, right? It's the benevolent billionaire, the billionaire that defects. And I don't know. I don't know that it's him, but he just like all the markings are there, all the signs are there because he really wants an open source world. He doesn't want the state, but he can't quite see past money. He can't. He's so like focused on Bitcoin, um, which is why we created Giftcoin. Evan created it. And go look that up on the open source website or the open source page. Anyway, so I was like, go to billionaires' houses because I thought that's symbolic. That's good. And so I would think on the day I was going to go to Jack's house. He lives in Seacliff in San Francisco, and just have a street party there. Douglas is going to bring his karaoke machine. We're gonna sing and dance. But then I was like, well,
There it
maybe
is.
Sacramento. Sacramento at the state capitol would be better because there's more room and like, I don't know, it'd be probably more fun and more people could go. And then I was like, well, why don't I just have it here? Like where I live, and everybody can come to me and forget that it's a state building. We'll just have it on the beach
Oh, I
or
love
something.
that.
So that's my new idea. It's like, just
Okay.
everybody come here. So I still on the website, I still have it, and I'm at Jack Dorsey's house because I really am like, hand me the keys, asshole. Hand me the keys. I'm like, that's my house you're living in. That's all our house. And you have my keys. So I like, there's a part of me that really wants to just like not even knock, just like, just like get onto his lawn.
Let me
Because
ask
I
you a
literally am
question.
like, yeah,
Whatever money he gives, he can write it off his taxes, can he?
sure. And he's the billionaire. He's given more the percentage of his wealth as he's given is like as much as any billionaire. He only has like 4.5 billion or something, or maybe less now, but he's given well over a billion to really good. I mean, charitable organizations are problematic across the board because they just balance empire. We need it. We need the money to go direct peer-to-peer gifting so that it's outside the system. It's not part of a government organization. That's huge. That's how the open source world will be seeded.
Well,
Um,
usually,
Fertilized, really. We're the seeds, but what's that?
like with the government, okay, the contractor, he submits a request for proposal. Okay,
Yeah,
you can submit a proposal. This is what we entail. This is what the benefits, and so on and
yeah.
so forth. So,
Well, this is a really good point, and this is what why I ask people. And if you create one, send it to me because I'll put it in the directory. Even though I say on the directory that everybody I follow on Substack and everybody I follow on TikTok are part of the directory. And on TikTok I have 2 viral posts where people are saying what their proposal is, basically, right? Like, I want to create, here's what I want to create. I want to create a sanctuary for, you know, uh, homeless women. I want to create a sanctuary to rehabilitate, um, animals in zoos from zoos. I want to get, like all these, I mean, just like hundreds of descriptions. And my invitation, and Oracle got me to do my own, was to do a GoFundMe, create a GoFundMe of your vision, of your proposal, right? So that your local billionaire is like, oh, there it is. There's the vision. Because Jack, for instance, gave to women's girls' education, women's microloans in all over the world, food banks. Like he's chosen really well. It's just that it's in the trap of nonprofit where so much is extracted from the system, right? I've seen behind the nonprofit world, and I've had many people affirm it. I wrote a whole thing of. I wrote a Substack called "Stop Doing Charity Work," a call to stop doing charity work or something like that. And it's about like, we got to get out of the nonprofit scam. Um, but anyway, so like we've got hundreds of proposals like that, but of beautiful projects that will heal everybody involved. But it's got to be, it's got to be, it doesn't have to be, but like the creating a GoFundMe, creating something official to sort of show that is going to make it just easier for your billionaire to just pop the funds into your account, because the funds
Okay.
are literally just going to be popped into accounts. Like, it's just numbers on a screen, it's not even real. So it's like, and they're already to the point of desperation of like, they don't know where to put their money. So give them a place to put their money. And if you create a GoFundMe, or send it my way, and I'll put it on in your name in the directory. But we've got
Okay.
hundreds
Well,
of people with full proposals, one way or another. Like, even if they didn't create a GoFundMe, we've got lots of people with very well defined visions for what they'll
cool.
create.
Cool. So with that, you have to also have your cost estimate on how much you think it's going to cost, and then escalating cost depending on how many years. You have to
Yeah.
take all these things in consideration.
Yeah. Yes. And once the gift economy is seeded, there's no cost. It's just like, so in I have, mine is like 100 million. My GoFundMe.
Okay.
It's a good place to
Okay.
start.
I'll take
But it's like,
1%.
so it's like, okay, I got 100 million. So we're creating at least two, villages, right? It's not just one house I'm thinking Slovenia, and then a little further south of here on the Central Coast. Once that's rolling and like people live there, and we're building our house, our earth houses, and I'm traveling around and whatever, like everything is just shared, and everything is like like there's no, we don't need a bank. We will just need each other, and we will be rolling with it. And
Where you gonna put the money?
well, like, I really have seen it as just like, it's basically everybody becomes rich, right? So imagine the flood, right? So if everyone's rich, who needs money? Right? Because at that point, we're just sharing. The internet's free, where everything is just shared, right? So, it goes, as the prophecy said, last goes first, first goes last. We're just flipping it, and then it's balanced. There's just this equanimity where everybody's wealthy, because we're not working for money anymore. We're just being, and then in
It
just
sounds too good to
being,
be true.
abundance. It's not, though. If you look at any ecosystem, look outside your window, you're seeing the abundance,
Yeah,
and the abundance
you're
can
right.
start. It can start just like that, like, farmers who rebuilt soil know that, like, as soon as you rebuild the soil, right? You fertilize the soil, you give nutrients back to the soil. We're the soil, right? So here comes the flood of money, of energy from the billionaire class. Okay, so the soil is rebuilt. I mean, it becomes what they call a flywheel, where the fruit trees handshake with the soil, which is with the mycelial, with the birds, with the bees, with the owls, with the gophers, with everything starts to work together. And it's so much abundance, we don't even know. We won't be able to. We can't even fathom the level of heaven. that is built in, that is here, that is ready for us.
Heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth. We're no less than heaven on earth. We're going all the way. Because what else are we doing?
I'm with you 100%. Just tell me where I have to show up.
Just come online on the 11th and keep showing up here. I mean, this is it, right? We're the frequency is it. And this goes back, it's like we're the seeds, we're the soil, and they're just the fertilizer, basically. But who's not going to want to come to this party? They all want to come to the party. This is a hot spot. This is where it's at. You know? Yeah,
exactly.
Those dry ass, boring ass white cube houses with where everybody's doing ketamine or whatever. I mean, it's getting old.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this was super fun.
It was fun. It really was. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't me that had messed up on the time. I'm like, oh, maybe.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
no, it's okay.
It worked out.
It's
it
okay.
was like you were rolling. So yeah.
Yeah. We had to keep it moving. Okay.
You got to keep it moving. Yeah, exactly. We don't wait for any woman, any man.
No. Time waits for no one. We know that. No.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Yeah, this has been fun.
It has been. Do we want
anybody got any questions?
Yeah. I'm reading what Anna wrote. She says, the law doth punish man or woman that steals the goose from off the common, but lets the greater felon loose that steals the common from the goose. Oh my God, Anna, that's amazing. Steals the common from the goose. It's so true. That's it. Ron says, one of the underpinnings of anarchism is it's not about having no rules. It's about having no rulers.
Wow.
Beautiful. That's it. Look at those codes. That's good stuff. Oh, there he is. I love that.
Rented to traveling nurses. I know that's right.
Yes. I can do the shame too. Welcome to Ireland, Meghan. Oh yeah, Anna, where are you going? I'm in South County, Dublin. Anna, I want to come see you. I'm going to Dublin for a couple nights. I'm going to rent a car and I'm going to Galbally. I got to talk to you and there's somebody else too from Ireland. But I would love to come visit. So I'm going to DM you. I'm going to where my family roots are, the Cushings in Galbally near Tipperary. And but I'm going to be in Dublin first. So I'll drive through your and stop and say hi. If you're okay with that. Birds don't rent nests. What if we develop the ability to live as they do, instantly adapting material to shelter? Yes. If you knock on their door, they definitely won't be there. Any benefit you get from the state is just them giving back a fraction of what they took from you. Exactly. This goes back to, this is all our house. It's all of our money, right? They're just returning what they stole.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
And Lord knows from who.
And Lord knows from who. Exactly. We know exactly who. So it all goes back. And they are healed from that too. They can only do that while you're in their system. Yeah, exactly. Your biofield is 80% of your immune system. Beautiful. Imagine the cell towers transmitting. Oh, Ron, I love that. Imagine the cell towers transmitting solfeggio frequencies. Yes,
wow.
yes.
Love that.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're healing.
So healing. Oh my God, the sound healing is amazing. Oracle has seen like 3 suns, basically. Like we have more suns available. It's not I don't know about it, but so and they change colors and change frequencies, so it never really gets dark. And we start to open up because we heal so much. And I was like, oh yeah, we don't sleep really anymore. We just sort of exist in different frequencies. And she was talking about family, like guys in Ghana who had like whole families underwater, that they would visit at night, and like it'd be like that. So it's like, so the sun would beam these different frequencies, all of which are healing. And imagine all of our sounds and whatever's beaming from the cell towers and every home, healing frequencies. And then we don't age because that's we don't have to age at all. And then we live as long as we want to live, or something that's beneficial. Yeah.
They have those wells, where they have that water, the aqua, whatever.
Yeah. Cenotes, maybe? Yeah.
It's has healing properties and things like that. So
Yep.
yeah, a lot of things. And so we need to be looking for alternative medicine, holistic
Yes. Yes. Everything.
versus the pharmaceuticals because they have a lot
Yep.
of things that cause problems with the body because they'll tell you we got this new drug out. By the way, it'll cause diarrhea, it'll cause nightmares and all these things. I'm like, no,
Worse.
damn, I don't even need that. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
No, thank
So
you. No, it's
uh-uh.
all like, yeah, it's all they've just mimicked biology, what we already have, and then made it worse. Yeah, and added a whole bunch of toxins in there. So yeah, stay away from pharmaceuticals. And then exactly everything becomes every pool becomes a mineral pool. Everything becomes healing and is flourishing, right? And then the soil is rebuilt. So every fruit tree, the level of nutrients in one piece of fruit is like all you need, you know?
Right. So we're not putting all the chemicals in the soil and then
Yeah.
the food and the water, everything is contaminated.
Yep.
Okay?
Exactly. 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 Yeah.
We
No,
are what we eat
yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
and what we
Exactly. So
drink.
once everything, we just replenish, heal, and then, yeah, we don't age where there's no oxidation, there's no inflammation, that we're just as healthy as can be. Ron says,
Absolutely.
when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. Yeah. Mark Twain.
See, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, Klaus Schwab. It's not Klaus Schwab. It's some other guy that like literally has like a half. It's like his eye looks like it's falling out of the socket. I don't know who he is. It's not Klaus, but it's like another dude like him. But yeah, Klaus looks like they all look like cyborgs. Free worldwide party, absolutely worldwide party, 11/11, and then we're just keep this party rolling, keep it rolling. And me going to Ireland was like, you know, I've talked about Roekle a lot, but she's really helpful because she's like she gave me a talking to. She was like, "You go have fun. You be the homecoming node. You go do your thing. Like you want to travel. Stop waiting for the release. Go do it." And I'm like, "You're right. You're right. You're right." I was still creating a block, right, of like that. There's somebody that's going to release the free world. That there's this moment. It's like, no, that's me. Go do
That
whatever I
is
want to
you.
do.
That's
That's
your
me.
job.
That's my job. That's everybody's job. We release ourselves. We don't wait for permission. We claim it. We are home. This is our place. This is it. So I'm gonna go visit my home in Ireland.
I'm with you.
Um,
I'm with you 100%. Okay?
cool. Netafe says it's evolution. Yes. It's remembrance. Yes. 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 Getting the right people together. Money is a limitation. Hey, Valthara. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Watch the squirrels gather maple seeds. They have more than they need. Yeah, exactly. They aren't bound by economics. Yes. Okay, good, Anna. Yay. I'm going to DM you. I can't wait. I'm so glad. I was like, there's somebody I'm going to meet in Ireland. I was like, who is it going to be? I was like, of course, it's Anna. Of course. Of course. I just planned this trip and I got this expedited passport. You have to like uh buy the trip before you get the passport, which is very funny because it's like,
Wow. What happened if you don't
okay,
get the passport?
exactly. I'm like, okay, babe, I'll do it. But I got it within in 2 days, and then I gave myself a trip in LA, and I put flyers everywhere for the homecoming party, and I went and saw some comedy, and yeah, it was fun. It was good. Ate good food.
Awesome.
Wow, man, eternal life. Oh my, yeah, eternal life. The pill pushers have a vested interest in their stuff. Yeah. Depleted water. Yep. Exactly. Everything's been depleted. Our new president is being inaugurated on 11/11. Oh my God.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Did you choose that on?
No. All this stuff is happening on 11/11. Supposedly, like the three-eye atlas is coming on 11/11, which is basically just like we're seeing the other dimensions that live here, you know? It's not really a spaceship, it's more like a whole world that we are gonna be able to see. I don't know, but a whole bunch of stuff's going on 11/11. Major portal.
Wow.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
11 is the master builder number, and that was why I chose it. It was like 2 master builder numbers. It's 11/11, but then it's at 11 AM, 3 master builders. 3 is the Trinity. And it's like, yeah, so and it's like the Trinity is not Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It's Mother, Father, and Child. So the masculine and the feminine coming together and giving life, That's
I
why
love
11,
that.
11, 11. Yeah. You go through
Symbolic.
an airport to get oppressed by a TSA. Yeah, but I always bypass the TSA people. I go get frisked. But I have fun with them, Bob. I have fun with them. I bring the frequency with me. I don't let them, you know what I mean? I laugh with them, and everybody's just, they wanna have fun. You ask Big Brother for permission to travel, bummer. Well, but I don't think of it. I don't give Big Brother. I don't it doesn't exist, right? I just do what I want to do. And my passport process was easy. And soon there will be no passports. This will all be gone. But in the meantime, I'm just playing. Like, I had fun with the passport guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe. I don't tell the story of Big Brother and this oppressor. I just have fun the whole time. So consider that, Bob. Something about number one. My birthday is the 111th day of the year. Yeah, exactly. It's all a bunch of
Wow.
ones too. Yeah, the numerology, that is so
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting. All right. Well, Anna, I can't wait to see you. And thanks, everybody, for being here.
Yeah,
This was
thank you
awesome,
so
Margaret.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
It was
so
so
much.
good.
I thought I messed up on the time, so I'm glad it wasn't me.
No, it's me.
Okay.
It's me. It's me.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I just
It's
get
okay.
the time. Time is weird. It doesn't make any sense. I get it wrong all the time.
No worries. No
you know.
worries.
So but I think I'm gonna live stream from Ireland and just
Wow.
have some
Okay.
fun. Yeah, yeah. So I'll be back on. I just am not doing scheduled ones anymore. But
Is that is Ireland where the bagpipes is?
I think that's Scotland.
Oh,
But
Scotland. Okay, my
you know,
bad.
but I don't know,
It's
Anna, you tell us.
beautiful.
Maybe in Ireland too. Yeah. I've been to Scotland. Scotland was beautiful. It's very beautiful. Had a magical experiences in Scotland. So I'm really looking forward to Ireland.
It's
So
beautiful. It is
yeah.
beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yes.
So I can just feel like the lush healing, that beautiful green. Yeah, very different than where I live. Although I love where I live in the Central Coast, San Luis Obispo area. I've described it as, oh my gosh, big hawk just flew right over. I tell you, I get these visitations. Oh, wow. When I'm on the live streams. When I was on with Abby, we had a snake come right up to the window. Like, he stretched from the bush onto the window and said hi, and we showed our profile, and he showed his thing. It's so cute. um, I don't know what I was saying, but anyway,
It's
Scotland.
all good.
We're gonna keep the party rolling, and I'll live stream. So anyway, it was good to see you. I was saying about the Central Coast. So where I live is, I describe it, especially in the wet season, which we're coming up on, um, which is winter. Is I describe it as Hawaii, Italy, and Ireland combined, because it has like
Hmm.
rolling hills with literally like sheep and cows in the background,
Wow.
green in the winter, and then down by the beach, it's very arid and Mediterranean looking, and then we have all these palm trees everywhere that were brought in. And so it's like all my favorite habitats in one. And I remember coming to the area and I was like, what is this magical place? And then, like, San Luis Obispo, the downtown, like, there's all these cute towns. But San Luis Obispo, the downtown, looks like a Hallmark town. It's literally like, I don't know, like, it literally looks like a Hallmark movie. They have a trolley during the holidays and stuff. And it's a farmer's market every week. It's very adorable. So anyway, it's,
Awesome.
the world is my home and I will travel and whatever, but I have loved being here. So anyway, so anybody come visit, come visit. No, I'll be out for a little while, but yeah, maybe I will have the homecoming party here. I think maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right.
It's been
Margaret, thank you.
fun.
It's been
Thank you
fun.
so much.
All right. We'll see
Yes.
you later. We'll see you on Substack.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
All right,
Bye,
you all
everybody.
take care.
Happy rest of
Bye.
the Sunday.
All
Bye.
right. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.